If you want to play at 1440p resolution and you are looking for a PC build, this video is going to be the right one for you. I will show you the top 3 best highest FPS gaming PC builds for 1440p, meaning that you will get the highest FPS possible at 1440p without overspending your money in the wrong components. And all of these PCs have no CPU bottlenecks. I will make sure that you are getting the best performance that you can at this resolution. The budget for these PCs are different, and all the links to these systems will be down below in the video description, and I will also show you the level of performance that you can get at 1440p resolution in different games. That way, if you are interested in buying one of these PCs, you know the level of performance that you are getting. I am Valentino, and with that being said, let's start. With the first system, we have the Ryzen 5 7600 for the CPU and the RTX 4070 Super for the graphics card. This system will allow you to play at 1440p high to ultra settings, 240 plus FPS on average if you are interested in playing esports game, and then if you want to play more high demanding titles, you can expect around 108 FPS on average, very high demanding on high to ultra settings. So being able to average over 100 FPS in these games is a great thing, because getting more than 90 FPS in these type of games is more than enough, let alone over 100 FPS. Now, for the graphics card, you also have a different option from AMD, which I will talk about in a second, but before doing that, I want to show you the rest of the components. For the case, you get this one right here, the Montech Air 100 ARGB, and the reason why I picked this one is because I do like the price to performance that you get with this specific case. You get 4 pre-installed fans, so you don't have to install these fans yourself. It's ARGB, you can change the colors if you want. I have it in blue because it's the ShadowGamingPC channel theme, but anyway, you get great airflow, and it's going for just $65 at the moment, so in my opinion, very good price for a premium quality case like this one. Then for the memory kit, you get 32 gigs of RAM. This is DDR5 memory, of course, 6000 MHz CL30 timings. Now, most people get confused by this number, especially if you're a beginner. You just have to understand that this is a great kit and it's fast, and this is all that you're going to need for gaming, streaming, and also for content creation if you are interested in doing that. Then you get an aftermarket CPU cooler for the Ryzen 5 7600 in the Thermalright Assassin X. Then for the motherboard, you get the ASRock B650M Pro RS. This is a very good quality motherboard that is actually great in terms of price to performance at around $130 when I'm recording this video. Then you get a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, which you can always upgrade down the line if you ever need more storage than 1TB. And then you get an A-tier rated 750W power supply from NZXT that is going for $90, and is actually one of my favorite power supplies in terms of the price and the quality. The total price for this system when I'm recording this video is about $1,250 if you end up going with the 4070 Super, and then you have the AMD Alternative, which I will mention right now. I must say though that the price might be different when you're watching this video, so if you want to check the latest prices, check the links in the video description. Now, the AMD Alternative is the RX 7900 GRE. This graphics card will allow you to play at 105 plus FPS on average in high demanding titles, so very similar to the 4070 Super in terms of rasterized performance. The difference here is that it's cheaper, you get more VRAM, which might be helpful if you want to play at 4K resolution, or if the games that you play at 1440p require more than 12 gigs of VRAM, but keep in mind that you are losing the NVIDIA features such as DLSS, and it has a better image quality than the FSR, and then the 4070 Super is better when it comes to ray tracing performance, in case you are interested in using ray tracing while gaming. And also the 4070 Super is usually better when it comes to productivity work and content creation applications. So if you're a content creator, I recommend you searching for your favorite program and seeing if NVIDIA or AMD works better with your specific program. Now, the price for the entire system with the AMD graphics card is under $1,200, and in terms of gaming performance, is about the same as the 4070 Super version. So it's really up to you whether you want NVIDIA or AMD. Both are great options for 1440p resolution, and you can even play at 4K if you want with the system, 60 plus FPS on average with no issues. However, if you have more money to spend, I recommend you getting the RTX 4070 Ti Super for the graphics card, and this is the $1,500 1440p Ultra gaming system / 4K high, because you can play at 4K high settings, no issues, more than than 70 plus FPS on average, which is a lot considering we are talking about high demanding titles on high to ultra settings. Now the rest of the components are pretty similar with a Ryzen 5 7600, but I did change a couple of things. The first thing that I changed was the case, and I changed to the Fractal Design Pop Air ATX mid tower case. I love this one. It's going for just $60. This is on a huge $30 discount and it's all black, but this is a very premium quality case on a $30 discount, so amazing in terms of price to performance. Then another thing that I changed was the motherboard, and I went with the Gigabyte B650 Aorus Elite AX, which will allow you to upgrade to more beefy CPUs down the line, like the Ryzen 9 7900X, in case you are interested in buying a CPU like that one, and you can upgrade up to a Ryzen 7 7800X3D if you want the best gaming performance. But before talking about that CPU, I want to tell you that you can also get the RX 7900 XT in case you want to go with an AMD GPU, and it's $100 cheaper, and my recommendation is very similar to the last one. In terms of gaming performance, you are going to be getting a very similar performance, but you are going to be losing the NVIDIA feature set. And in my opinion, at this price point, I would much rather have the 4070 Ti Super, because you already have 16 gigs of VRAM on the 4070 Ti Super, meaning that the VRAM difference is no longer a big deal. The 7900 XT has 20 gigs of VRAM, which is more, but trust me, it's not going to make the level of performance go higher unless your favorite game does require more than 16 gigs of VRAM, which is very rare. For that reason, the price difference, in my opinion, is worth it for the NVIDIA GPU in this case, but again, it's up to you, and if you want to go with the 7900 XT, at the end of the day, you are spending less money and getting about the same rasterized performance. And as I said before, the price for the 4070 Ti Super gaming system is about $1,500, and the 7900 XT PC is going for around $1,400. And if you want the best of the best for 1440p resolution gaming, then I do recommend you the most expensive system in this video, which is the 1440p Ultra plus esports titles gaming PC, which will allow you to play any esports game like Fortnite or Valorant at above 500 plus FPS on average. So if you want a 1440p 360Hz monitor, this one is going to be ideal for you if you also want to play high demanding titles. Now this system is basically the same as the last one when it comes to the components, but the main difference is the CPU. Here I went with the fastest CPU in the market, the Ryzen 7 7800X3D. This is the fastest CPU when it comes to gaming, and then I changed the CPU cooler to a bigger one, to the Thermal Ride Phantom Spirit, which has RGB, and then I changed the case to my favorite case in the market, the Deepcool CH560. This one has 4 pre-installed fans, looks beautiful, in my opinion is the best looking case in the market, but that's just my personal preference, of course, and it's going for $110, so it's not cheap, but it is worth it in my opinion because of how good the level of airflow and also the aesthetics look inside of this case. Then I changed the storage to 2TB of Gen 4 SSD instead of 1TB, which once again you can always upgrade if you need more than 2TB, and this kit, the Crucial P3 Plus, is very fast. And then last but not least, I went with an 850 watt power supply instead of 750 watts. This one is from Be Quiet and is A-tier rated as well, so it's the best quality out there, and you are making sure that your PC will not explode. The total price for this system is $1,800, and in my opinion you are getting the fastest performance when it comes to 1440p resolution with this system. You can also go with the 7900 XT from AMD if you want to save $100, just like the last one, and get about the same rasterized performance. And with this system you can achieve 70 plus FPS on average when it comes to 4K high to ultra settings. If you turn on ray tracing and you want to play at 1440p, you will be achieving 86 plus FPS on average high to ultra settings in high demanding titles. If you go with the 4070 Ti Super, if you go with the 7900 XT, you can achieve around 66 plus FPS on average, which is a fine number, it's not bad, but the 4070 Ti Super is much better when it comes to ray tracing performance. And if you found this video helpful, leave a like and subscribe, trust me, it goes a long way and you will be helping the channel a lot. If you need personal PC help and you want me to take a look at your specific situation, budget and needs, you can ask me in the top link in the description. And if you want a PC build for a different budget that was not covered today, you can watch my video on the best gaming PC builds for every resolution and every budget. That one will be in the top right of the screen. And thank you guys for watching, thank you for support, and I will see you on the next one.